He was totally uninterested in football until he watched a game where his peers played. This is the scary truth behind Lionel Messi's son, Thiago Messi Rakuzo, and you won't believe who the young lad looks up to. But first, we've got to talk about how Messi's legacy almost ended. Ronaldinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, Robin van Persie. These are some of the biggest names in football from days past, whose kids have gone on to carve a niche for themselves in the youth ranks of some of the world's best clubs. But the one player's kid who everyone wished would take after his father almost never did. Thiago Messi Rakuzo never liked football. Sure, his father is one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Some might say he's the GOAT, but it didn't matter to the lad. Born in 2012, Thiago had always been in the spotlight. The child of Lionel Messi and his childhood sweetheart, Antonella Rakuzo, he is the first of 3 kids. This also makes him the one who has experienced football and the stardom that comes with it the longest. But every time he did, the only reaction he could muster was meh. Award ceremonies, tournament finals, press conferences, special treatment. Thiago saw all of these from a young age because his father was always in the spotlight. But the lad just didn't care. Thiago just wasn't interested in football. The world was worried. Sure, Lionel Messi is one of a kind. The kind of baller you don't get to see respawned often. But everyone wanted another Messi to continue the legacy, you know? Even if the second generation Messi wasn't as good as the original. But just as everyone was giving up, a ray of hope appeared. 2020, Messi's final days at Barcelona. Thiago follows his father to Barcelona's grounds and sees the under-18 playing. And then, what Lionel Messi had hoped for all his life manifested before his eyes. Thiago asked to be signed to La Masia. Soon the 8-year-old was tearing it up at La Masia. Training, matches, competitions. Barcelona had watched as a left-footed Messi ran riot in the under-15s all the way back in the 90s. Now they were witnessing a right-footed Messi doing the same more than 30 years later. The Messi legacy was going to continue at Barcelona. Until Joan Laporta returned to the club. Barcelona had run into some financial difficulty in 2020. Messi, being the legendary figure that he is, was their most expensive asset. He cost a fortune to maintain. Joan Laporta won the election to be Barcelona's president on the back of promises to cut Barcelona's spending and help the club regain its place as one of the richest clubs in the world. And for the man, that meant cutting Messi off. It was a sad moment for all, but it was sadder for the La Masia managers who had watched Messi grow and were hoping to watch his son grow. The Messi family moved to France because Lionel Messi signed for Paris Saint-Germain, and immediately Thiago signed up for the club's youth team. It was a bittersweet moment for Barcelona fans, but everybody was happy that Thiago was finally taking football seriously, and that there would always be a Messi on the pitch after Lionel. Thiago Messi took to football like fish to water, but it actually turned out that he always liked football after all. He just never found a reason to be active in it. Lionel Messi revealed that Thiago would always sit him down to discuss games with him. Anytime Barcelona or Argentina lost or played badly, he was in for a query. If he didn't score, he had to give an explanation to Thiago. If he made a mistake on the pitch, he would go home with his head held down because he was going to get a scolding from his eldest son. Thiago was his coach at home and his favourite buddy to talk football with. Messi also revealed the players Thiago idolized, and one of the players would shock you. Thiago Messi Rakuzo loves Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, his father's eternal rival is one of his favorite players ever. What's more interesting is that football fans could be getting their dream player in the coming years, because when he finally took to football, he chose to play on the right like Ronaldo. The speed and trickery of Messi and Ronaldo combined in one player, now that's a dream. Ronaldo is not the only one Thiago idolizes. He also loves his father's 2 best friends, Luis Suarez and Neymar, along with Antoine Griezmann, Arturo Vidal and Kylian Mbappe. Imagine having all the qualities of these players. Fans can only dream. But what if I told you that there's another Messi who could usurp Thiago? Yep, it's Matteo Messi Rakuzo, Lionel Messi and Antonella Rakuzo's second kid. Unlike his older brother, Matteo took to football the minute he could grab things, and when he started walking, he was already kicking a ball. Thiago may be more experienced than him, but Lionel Messi has said that Matteo is the better sibling on the ball. Thiago has been described as a phenomenon by his father, but Matteo is slowly rising to become the superior Messi sibling in terms of football. Brooklyn and Romeo Beckham, anyone? Hopefully none of the Messi siblings choose to support Real Madrid. The world is grateful for the gift of Lionel Messi, but even more grateful that he's a gift that is still giving. There is nobody that can top his record of 7 Ballon d'Ors anytime soon, or his record as the highest goal-scoring South American, or his La Liga and Barcelona scoring record, or his assists record. But wouldn't it be wonderful if his children live up to the legacy? There has not been a famous footballer whose kids have gone on to become great in the sport. It would be great if Messi's children break the mold. And it would be even greater if the Messi-Ronaldo rivalry continues with Thiago and Cristiano Jr. Remember we mentioned Ronaldinho's son? He is currently on the rise. Click this video to learn all about it.